Every person has a story that remains invisible. People notice our profession, our appearance, the few minutes they spend talking to us. They see the smile, the routine, the responsibilities, and then they move on with their own lives. What they don't see are the silent battles that begin long before sunrise and continue long after everyone else has gone to sleep. I have spent years carrying things that no one could see, not because I hid them deliberately, but because nobody asked. This is not a video about drama or crisis or extraordinary sufferings. This is about the quiet, heavy weight that ordinary people carry every day. In silence, and what that weight actually does to a person over time. Many years I worked as a clerk cum accountant at a school. When people heard that title, they imagined something simple. A person who maintains registers, manages files, completes paperwork. But in reality, the job was far more demanding than the title suggests. Every day carried responsibilities that extended beyond numbers on a separate sheet. Admissions, fee records, student database, letters, reports, official correspondence, financial statements, transport records, examination work, administrative planning, and countless unexpected tasks that arrived without warning. But here is what I want you to understand. When everything functions smoothly, very few people think about the person working quietly behind the scenes. They see the results, not the preparations. They appreciate the outcome, but seldom imagine the countless small decisions required to make everything work. And outside the office, another responsibility waited. I am a father, a husband, a son. A family depends upon me, not merely for financial support, but for strength, guidance, stability, hope. Every decision I make affects more than my own future. People often assume that financial struggle is only about the absence of money. I learned that it affects something much deeper. It affects peace of mind. Debt has a peculiar way of changing a person's thoughts. It doesn't simply reduce the amount of money in your pocket. It occupies your mind. It follows you to work. It accompanies you during meals. It interrupts your sleep. It turns ordinary days into calculations and ordinary nights into silent conversations with yourself. There have been days when I returned home physically tired. But physical tiredness is easy to understand. mental exhaustion is different. It comes from constantly calculating. If one expense increases, another must be reduced. If something unexpected happens, another plan must be postponed. Life becomes a series of careful decisions, each one affecting the next. A salary is no longer just a number credited to a bank account. It becomes food on the table, school books, medicines, electricity bills, warm clothes during winter, small celebrations, unexpected emergencies, and sometimes it becomes the thin line between peace and anxiety. When people think about a school, they usually picture classrooms. They remember teachers explaining lessons, morning assemblies, sports competitions, annual functions, prize distributions. Those moments are important, but every institution also depends on another world that remains almost invisible. A world of planning, documentation, accounts, admissions, records, correspondence, budgets, reports, data, deadlines. Without that invisible work, even the best classroom would eventually fall into disaster. People often imagine office work as simple: sit in a chair, use a computer, complete paperwork, go home. Reality is very different. Every document carries responsibility. Every figure must be correct. Every report represents trust. One small mistake can create confusion for many people. Accuracy becomes more than a professional habit. It becomes a personal discipline. Many people saw a clerk, very few saw a student, a programmer, a writer, a dreamer, a father, a lifelong learner. Perhaps that is true for everyone. Each of us carries an inner world that remains invisible to others. We silently fight battles no one knows about. We nurture dreams no one can see. Yet, strangely, those difficult years revealed strengths I never knew I possessed. There is something remarkable about human beings. We often discover our greatest resilience only after life places more weight on your shoulders than we believe we can carry. Many mornings began before my mind had fully rested. Another day, another list of responsibilities, another set of problems waiting to be solved. Still, I got ready. Still, I went to work. Still, I smiled when speaking with colleagues, parents, and students. Not because every day felt easy, but because professionalism demands that personal struggles remain separate from professional responsibilities. Over time, I realized something important. The world usually sees results. It rarely sees sacrifices. No one notices the late evenings spent balancing accounts. No one counts the hours invested in preparing reports. No one sees the quiet effort behind work completed with honesty. Value of tree is not determined by how loudly it grows. It is determined by the shade it provides. I wanted my work to become that shade. Useful, reliable, dependable. Whether anyone praised it or not. Society often celebrates dramatic success stories. The entrepreneur who built an empire, the athlete who won a championship, the artist who became famous. Those stories deserve admiration. But there is another kind of hero whose name rarely appears anywhere. The father who never gives up. The mother who quietly sacrifices her own comforts. The teacher who changes lives without recognition. The employee who performs every duty with honesty despite difficult circumstances. These people may never become famous, yet they keep society moving forward. If you are carrying something heavy right now that nobody sees, I want you to know one thing. The weight is real. The effort is real. And the strength required to keep going quietly is perhaps the most underrated form of courage in the world. You are not invisible, even when life makes you feel that way.